Thanks for joining me here at Crossing the Line. I'm your host, Isaac King. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like the video, and comment down below. Now let's get into it. Got an entertainment story from the Daily Wire. The Woman King falsely paints female warriors slave traders as abolitionists. Even leftist critics admit it. So The Woman King is a new movie coming out. That's it there. You can go and watch the trailer on YouTube. The Woman King is already earning rave reviews from most critics, but even some left-wing outlets are being forced to admit that the writers completely rewrote history by painting the Agoge warrior women as abolitionists. The historical drama's depiction calls it the remarkable story of Agoli, an all-female unit of warriors who protected the African kingdom of Dahomey in the 1800s. While skills and fierceness unlike anything the world has ever seen, it goes on to say it's inspired by true events, depicts the General Nansisca, played by Viola Davis, as she trains the next generations of recruits and readies them for battle against an enemy determined to destroy their way of life. Well, those women, apparently, in real life, they were slave traders. That was their job, demoting Amazons of warriors. Amazon warriors, they were slave traders. They traded other black people for slaves. I bet you that's not in the fucking movie. The movie which premiered Friday currently has a 96% critic rating and a 99% audience rating on Rotten Tomatoes. However, among the glowing praise of the true story of female empowerment, there are some mainstream outlets admitting that the parts of the story are not accurate. No fucking shit. It's true that the Kingdom of Dahomey women stepped outside their typical social roles to serve as warriors. The film could have also solely focused on the truth that remained mostly accurate. However, Nansisca is portrayed as anti-slavery, when in reality, the Agoge warriors had no more moral qualms about enslaving neighbouring tribes and profiting from the African slave trade. This practice continued until the British Empire ended the slave trade in the region. To their credit, the review of the New Yorker calls out the historical error. If the scriptwriters had wanted The Woman King, could have been a moral epic about swordplay and statecraft, the reviewer writes, but The Woman King chooses to make resistance to slavery its moral compass, then misrepresents a kingdom that trafficked tens of thousands as a vanguard in the struggle against it. The Wall Street Journal also notes the inaccuracy of the central problem with this movie. Call it #Me Too, Black Panther. This is in reality, Dahomey notoriously built its wealth on capturing local people and selling them into slavery, the reviewer writes. Characters in The Woman King blame enslavement in Dahomey as the economic meddling of white traders, although it was well established in West Africa before the Europeans got involved, fucking obviously. Historical inaccuracy never troubled Hollywood before, but so why should it? Why shouldn't the ladies help themselves to some of it? Fair question, but there are a difference between stretching the truth, presenting the opposite of it. Yeah, it's called just fucking blatant lying. Despite these critical assessments, most reviews praise the film for being powerful and ferocious. Peter Travers, the ABC, wrote that it reminds us how truly inspiring it is to see these brave sisters doing it for themselves. The Woman King is currently playing in theaters. That's fucking hysterical. There's a million other people they could have, they want a strong female character. They want a strong... What about those Russian women pilots in World War II? They were raining death down upon the Germans in World War II, and they were fierceless fucking female soldiers. They could have done something about that, but no. One big female, fucking strong female cast they could find, story they could find, sorry. They go and grab that and stretch it so far that now it's about black empowerment and them abolishing slave trade, even though they were slave traders and it was the complete opposite in real life. So I won't be surprised if you see a lot more about this movie as it comes out and a lot more talk about it. And there'll be that thing, same shit with like Black Panther and that. They'll be like, oh, this is a black people movie. White people aren't allowed to come watch it. Remember that woman saying that go and buy a ticket and then sit outside and protect the black people inside the cinema? What the fuck are you... The audacity of some people astounds me, but this is Hollywood now. It's woke everything. Woke Ariel, woke Lord of the Rings, woke... what's the other one? Game of Thrones. That's all it is. And then you've got places like Daily Wire, actually, these guys. There you go. The only ones making unwoke content. It's insane. They just go and completely lie about it to the point where they're doing the exact opposite of what it was like in real life. They may as well have just made this tribe of women, men, white men, and then they could have been the slave traders then. That would have kind of ticked a couple of their boxes. But when the movie comes out, might give it a miss, eh? Yeah. I'll prefer to like historical dramas, realistic ones, you know, not just like female version of Wakanda. Yeah, no thanks. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to share, like, and subscribe. Leave a comment down below, and I'll see you guys in the next video.